Hey, what's up, guys? It's Andrew Santowski. I'm giving you an NFL Week 12 betting recap. I went 2-3-1 for Week 12. 2 wins, 3 losses, and 1 push. Disappointing outcome brings my total on the year to 20-1, 20 wins, 20 losses, and 1 push. 50% winning percentage, not good enough for the current, but hopefully we can close the season strong. So let's go into it, guys. The 1 p.m. games I had the Giants +6, and they were not competitive at all. That game was going to be a clear loser from pretty much the jump, man. Tampa Bay got a big lead on them. Giants, it's hard to believe that they would want to bring back their GM or head coach. They just released Daniel Jones. They had Tommy DeVito playing, who was their third string quarterback. But they lose 30-7 in a game that was not competitive at all. If you had the Giants +6, they were never in the game. So that was a loser. Next up, I had Chicago +3, and they come back, tie the game, send the game into overtime, get the ball, have first possession in overtime, 4 and out, and Minnesota drives down the field, gets a field goal. Would it ended the same way had it ended in regulation. Minnesota winning by 3. I had Chicago +3. Kind of wish you had 3.5 there, but and again, I got Chicago +3 +105, so I wasn't really mad about that. Chicago made a nice effort late, and I'm pushing on the game. Next bet for 1 p.m. Carolina +11. There was a couple points in the game, I believe, that Kansas was up by 11, but Carolina just kept driving, getting touchdowns, and they covered that game pretty easily, I would say. Kansas drove down the field, I don't know, with less than a minute left, and they ended up getting a field goal. Again, Carolina's defense keeps betraying them, but again, this was Carolina's Super Bowl. They fought hard. They covered that +11 fairly easily, so very happy there to get a win. Next game I had to bet on Dallas +10. Dallas wins outright, 34-26. Again, a game that was very low scoring at first. That +10 looked like it was good the whole entire time. Dallas eventually took the lead, and that +10 was looking even better. They ended up winning the game outright. Cashed to +10 easily. So going into the 4 o'clock games, I had a bet on Las Vegas +6. Closing line value I had looked like the Raiders had a lead at halftime, I believe, and again, just the second half, they just did not show. Makes it even worse. Vegas had the ball and Denver's 1-yard line with 20 seconds left. Throw an incomplete pass. Then Desmond Ridder takes a sack. They have no timeouts left. Game ends. Very disappointing way to lose the game. I just don't know why you just don't run the ball there at the goal line. Even if you don't get in, you got time to spike it. Stuff like that. I just don't get it. But this is what happens with bad teams. Tough way to lose a game. Thought Vegas was in a really good spot to cover this game. A game they needed to win. I think they're on a 7 or 8 game losing streak. Beat the closing line value. So yeah, very disappointing. They lose by 10 to Denver. Last game I had to bet on, Rams +3. Again, outside of them coming down the field and getting a touchdown or something right away, they might have had a very brief lead in this game. It was all Philly, man. Philly continues to dominate. Philly's on like an 8 game winning streak or something. They win 37-20. Saquon Barkley has over 300 yards from rushing, plus he gained some as a receiver too. But again, Philly completely dominated the Rams on Sunday Night Football. So again, guys, we go 2-3-1. Wins with Carolina plus 11 and Dallas plus 10. Losses with LA Rams plus 3, Denver plus 6, and the New York Giants plus 6. And we push with Chicago plus 3.